Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Dal, and Dragonflight is almost here, set to release at the end of November. Many have already begun the necessary preparations by getting the mains and alts ready to venture forth into the Dragon Isles. Recently, I've been getting messages from new and returning players asking me if they should focus on a singular main or potentially consider playing alts in the next expansion. Shadowlands was promised as an old-friendly experience, but turned out incredibly grindy, as menus struggle to maintain just one character with Covenants, legendaries, and lack of old-friendly gearing systems. Dragonflight seeks to correct a lot of the same issues from the get-go, offering alternative activities when it comes to gearing mains and old characters, by improving the outdoor gearing experience, solidifying endgame progression, standardizing player versus player interactions with improved old-friendly tier set catch-up bonuses. In today's video, I want to go over how gearing is improving for mains and alts heading into Dragonflight, in case you're considering on playing more than one character to explore all of the recent class changes and playstyle options. But right before that, most of you guys watching these videos are still not subscribed. However, the more of you remind, the more of you do. So let's keep it going. Subscribe to the channel as well as hit the bell if you're watching these videos anyway, especially if you're looking to get regular class and content updates for all the future and upcoming Dragonflight pre-patch and beta builds. First, let's go over how you can take advantage of the Dragon Isles to help you gear your characters, starting with the basic world quests, which have been more streamlined in Dragonflight, taking less effort to complete on average than it was in the Shadowlands, and offering a decent fresh character, starter, armor, and weapons. Primal world bosses can also be encountered in the Dragon Isles, offering items that rival in power to normal raid gear. Lastly, you can choose to participate in Primalist Elemental Invasions. These are very similar to the pre-patch invasions you'll get to experience in just a few days. Primal elementals invade various parts of the Dragon Isles, empowering the threat in the local area with various elemental abilities. On the test realms, these invasions did not have any specific objectives, rather they serve as a grinding zone. As you slay all threats in the invasion areas, you can earn elemental overflow currency while collecting primal cores, both of which can be used to purchase invasion gear. The basic blue version of this invasion gear is item level 359, though all of these current numbers are subject to change in future updates. This gear also comes with outdoor tier set bonuses, which helps enhance your secondary stats, supercharges your attacks with elemental bonuses, and protects you from fatal wounds. The infused version of invasion gear requires storm sigils, which you gain slowly over time when fighting off the elemental invasions. The Primalist infused invasion gear is item level 385, which is currently only a few item levels behind normal raid gear. The invasions open up a path to gearing characters through outdoor content, which serves as an avenue of gear and progression for those favoring casual playstyles over endgame focus, or potentially allows for better starter items that can help you springboard into dungeons and raids. Next, let's go over gearing in endgame content, starting with the Vault of Incarnates raid. Gearing your characters through raiding is being slightly adjusted in the Dragon Isles. First, you will notice the item level differences, with the first entry-level normal bosses starting off at 389, mid-tier upgrades to 395, while the endgame bosses drop 398 item level loot. Certain bosses will also hold unique rare items with powerful bonuses, which select classes will be able to get their hands on in the tier. Endgame raids also grant direct access to tier set bonuses. However, there are other alternatives to earning these powerful items. Next, we have Mythic Plus Dungeons, which have seen a lot of changes. Dungeon rewards will now scale up to a maximum keystone level of plus 20 in Dragonflight, which is a noticeable change compared to the previous seasons of Shadowlands, as the game incentivizes you to progress further and challenge yourselves in tougher dungeons for potentially greater rewards. Completing dungeons at a plus 15 and above rewards item level 4 or 5 gear, which is slightly behind endgame heroic bosses. That gear can be upgraded with Valor up to a maximum of 415, which is equivalent to entry-level mythic raid bosses. Finally, finishing a weekly plus 20 dungeon rewards 421 item level gear drops, a mere 3 item level difference compared to endgame mythic raid bosses. This change creates a whole new form of progression for mythic dungeon endgame content, as Mythic Plus will strive to offer better competitive rewards for tackling challenging 5-man instances in Dragonflight. Next, we have a revamp to gear in endgame PvP content. The Shadowlands gear scaling carries over into Dragonflight, though with some adjustments. PvP gear does have ranks and can be upgraded, though these ranks are mostly superficial, scaling the item's level in dungeons and raids, but not adjusting its PvP value, as all PvP items will have a single scaling item level. All items bought with honor points will scale to an item level of 411, no matter the rank. All items bought with conquest points will scale to item level 242. This means conquest gear that's of challenger quality, rival, duelist, elite, or even unranked, all will scale to item level 424. This will create a more even playing field for those looking to engage in player versus player content, as a full set of conquest gear is all you will need to even out the odds against the competition. You also get the chance to earn PvP items throughout the outdoor world content. Participating in world PvP and completing outdoor objectives with war mode on allows you to earn bloody tokens, which can be traded into a war mode PvP gear vendor. Like rated gear, these items also have 2 tiers of scaling. The base version can be traded for bloody tokens and scales up to an item level of 408. These items can be upgraded with Trophy of Strife, a mysterious new currency we have little information about as of this moment. These upgraded items will scale to an item level of 421 in instance PvP content. These war mode items also come with tier set bonuses, which help bolster your versatility, protects you against crowd control, and enhances your effectiveness the more enemies you slay in combat. These war mode items are only a few item levels behind rated conquest gear and can serve as a suitable alternative gearing path when it comes to PvP, especially if you favor world PvP over arenas in Dragonflight. The Great Vault returns heading into Dragonflight and rewards endgame raid, dungeon, and rated PvP gear based on progression. The more bosses you slay, the more dungeons you complete, and the more honor you earn in PvP, the more items you can draw from the potential loot table. Just like in Shadowlands, you'll only get to choose one weekly option to take back with you every single week. The Great Vault can also drop tier set items, which will be your main way of acquisition if you're focused solely on Mythic Plus or PvP progression, at least until we get access to a guaranteed method of crafting tier set bonuses with the Inspiration Catalyst. Recently we got a blue post that confirms the return of the Creation Catalyst, a system of upgrading regular dungeon and raid gear into powerful and guaranteed tier set bonuses. Though unlike the Creation Catalyst of Shadowlands that required a currency to transform your items, the Inspiration Catalyst will require a weekly quest which can be completed on your main character. Once completed on your main, your alts gain access to one charge of the Catalyst to create a guaranteed tier set item. So for example, if you do this quest for 3 weeks in a row on your main character, and then go level a new alt to level 70, that fresh new character will start with 3 charges of Catalyst ready to transform items, no currency necessary. But just like Shadowlands, the Catalyst is intended as a catch-up mechanism and isn't going to be launching immediately with Season 1 of Dragonflight. Instead, it will become active at a later time, similar to how Shadowlands Catalyst launched as a tier set catch-up mechanic. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Are you excited to know that the Catalyst is returning in Dragonflight? What are your thoughts on the delayed launch as a catch-up specific bonus? Do you think the Catalyst should potentially launch sooner in Season 1? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. Professions have seen major revamps in Dragonflight, adding more depth, customization, and new benefits into the crafting system. Crafters and gatherers can specialize into specific aspects of their profession. A blacksmith, for example, can focus on making sharper swords or stronger warhammers, reinforcing dragon scale armor, and become more proficient with materials, greatly reducing the amount of metals and ores required for each craft. Safe to say that the Dragonflight profession system is both robust and complex, offering powerful bonuses to those willing to invest their time. However, in Dragonflight, everyone can interact with professional revamps in one shape or another using the crafting work order system. In simple terms, you can specify the items you wish to get crafted, provide the necessary reagents, and someone versed in that profession can take up your work order and craft you your powerful items. Anything from base starter PvP sets to powerful gear and items with upgraded competitive item levels, as long as the crafter is proficient enough. And these items can also be enhanced in a variety of combat and passive bonuses, and be customized with specific secondary stats. The work order system is a new addition of Dragonflight, and opens up the ability for many players to benefit from professional revamps, potentially creating new opportunities to help catch up your mains and alts early heading into Dragonflight. And that's going to be all of the gearing improvements that you can take advantage of on your mains and alts heading into the next expansion. I want to thank you all so much for watching this video, and I do hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Are you currently planning on playing one singular character? Or are you looking forward to exploring multiple classes at once? And which paths are you taking to gear out your characters? Are you going to take advantage of the outdoor content and the new gearing opportunities? Or are you planning on focusing solely on raiding, dungeons, and PvP for gear progression? Finally, what are your thoughts on the Inspiration Catalyst? And do you think they should enable the Catalyst early in order to make catching up on tier sets much easier? Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments below. As per usual, if you guys enjoyed this video or found it informative, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I would very much appreciate it. And as always, in the description of every single live stream and video, we have a link to our Discord community channel. Probably the best place to reach out to me directly in case you want to let me know what you thought about this video, or discuss with the other members of the community what you think about the upcoming changes. Join our Discord to become part of the community. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts, and as always, I'll see all of you guys in another video.